Now let's explore the role of the three unities in Oedipus Rex. Unity of time in Oedipus Rex. As mentioned earlier, adherence to the unity of time is not essential in modern drama. Contemporary media allows stories to span any length of time from a mere half-hour to spanning generations. Today, celebrated playwrights effortlessly utilize descriptive prose to craft narratives. Non-linear storytelling is not only feasible but often preferred in modern times. However, in Aristotle's era, unity of time served multiple purposes. Theatrical stages were set in large amphitheatres with actors frequently playing multiple roles. Communicating the passage of time could be challenging and confusing as masks and body language were employed to depict different characters across vast spaces. Attempting to portray different time periods would have made the plot more convoluted and less comprehensible. Besides the logistical challenges of presenting varying time frames, unity of time held a significant purpose for the audience, providing them with a sense of urgency, a crucial element in any narrative. If a story were elongated through chronological storytelling, this sense of urgency would dissipate. This is not to say that non-linear stories are uninteresting. However, when watching a play in an open theatre, the most effective way to capture the audience's attention is by immersing them in the present moment. What is happening right in front of them? The main event on stage portrays a weakened Thebes gripped by a deadly plague. Oedipus, the newly crowned king of Thebes, unwittingly marries Queen Jocasta, who is revealed to be his mother. However, events leading up to his rise to the throne of Thebes can only be narrated by the chorus or other characters. Thus, as King Oedipus seethes with anger after the blind Tiresias accuses him of murder, he learns about the dire prophecy of the Delphic Oracle concerning him and the actions taken by his parents, former King Laius and Queen Jocasta, to prevent the oracle's prophecy from coming true. He also learns later from a Corinthian messenger about events in Corinth, where again the Delphic Oracle's prophecy pursued Oedipus, leading him to leave Corinth to thwart its prediction. Throughout, the stage maintains a present time setting, revealing past events through flashback narrated by the chorus and other characters. This exemplifies the unity of time as it focuses on Oedipus at a specific moment. Unity of action in Oedipus Rex. Despite the thousands of years between us and Aristotle, unity of action remains essential in all storytelling. A stage play is not like a Bollywood film filled with action scenes such as gunfights, sword fights, or bomb explosions. The art of good playwriting, both in story and language, lies in being concise yet precise in expression. The plot of Oedipus Rex follows Oedipus' life as king of Thebes, with flashbacks to his childhood when he was abandoned and raised in Corinth, and a flash forward to his tragic exile from Thebes, blinded and desolate. The Delphic Oracle plays a central role in directing his fate. He is destined to be a tragic figure as ordained by the gods. The play's action centers on Oedipus' life from beginning to end. There are no subplots. Rather, the narration of the past is seamlessly woven into the present action. Aristotle articulated unity of action to be complemented by unity of time and unity of place. In his view, Greek tragedy encapsulates the colossal waste of human potential. Ultimately, it is the gods' decree that prevails. However, the efforts of mankind to defy their destiny as foretold by the gods before their birth demonstrate indomitable spirit and courage to accept defeat without being vanquished. To convey the impact of Oedipus' tragedy, the playwright employs the three unities, leaving no room for diversion from the central narrative. The story begins with Oedipus taking regal action to address the plague, viewed as divine punishment. His relentless efforts to locate and punish the wrongdoer who provoked divine wrath is shock. Upon discovering that he caused the plague through the heinous murder of King Laius and his disgraceful and dishonorable marriage to his mother, and concludes with his proclamation of self-punishment through blinding and self-imposed exile from Thebes. Thus the entire play is bound by a single action centered on Oedipus. Unity of place in Oedipus Rex. Unity of place was more crucial in Aristotle's time when stories faced logistical challenges. Changing locations required set pieces or reliance on the chorus to inform the audience about the shift, which could be awkward and distract from the immediacy of the scene. Today, however, we can evoke expansive landscapes with a few well-crafted lines, and visual media makes transitions between places even smoother. Modern technology allows us to change backdrops through computer-generated images or laser shows, capabilities unavailable in ancient Greek theatre. It is important to note that many writers underestimate the significance of unity of place, and their work often suffers as a result. Characters require goals and direction, maintaining a steady balance between progress and obstacles. Watching a play is different from reading one. What we witness on stage is a continuous unfolding of the story, and the theatre audience cannot revisit previous scenes. The focus is on the here and now, this place, this moment. Therefore, having too many changes of location dilutes the impact of the story. An open stage play is not a montage of numerous places and experiences. On the Greek stage, unity of place becomes essential in weaving together the entire narrative. Let's return to Oedipus Rex to examine the role of unity of place in the play. In Oedipus Rex, all action unfolds in Thebes as a crowd led by priests implore King Oedipus to save the city from the devastating plague. Oedipus reassures them, listing the actions he has already taken, including sending Creon to consult the Delphic Oracle about the cause of the plague. Shortly thereafter, Creon returns with his findings. Following Creon's return, Tiresias arrives with his fateful prophecy that the murderer of King Laius is none other than Oedipus himself. A little later, a messenger from Corinth arrives and informs Oedipus about the death of the king of Corinth. The messenger reveals that long ago he had handed over an abandoned child to the childless king and queen of Corinth, the child who would become Oedipus. The chorus then predicts Oedipus's downfall from regal splendor to becoming a blind outcast from his kingdom. Unity of place ensures that the main action remains in Thebes. Frequent changes of scenery are avoided to maintain the audience's focus on the story and characters, all situated in one location, outside the palace of Thebes. This single location, where the protagonist is always present, contributes to the narrative succinctness. The three unities, therefore, hold significant historical and theoretical importance in drama, cinema, and literature. Originating from Aristotle's Poetics and later formalized by French neoclassical dramatists, these unities aimed to create a cohesive and credible narrative experience. In drama, adhering to the unities ensures that the plot remains focused and concentrated, enhancing the audience's immersion and emotional engagement. In cinema, while not rigidly followed, the principles of the unities can enhance storytelling by maintaining a tight narrative structure and fostering a sense of real-time progression. Literature, especially in its classical and neoclassical forms, often employed these unities to maintain clarity and coherence, allowing readers to follow the narrative seamlessly. Though contemporary works frequently deviate from these constraints to explore more complex and fragmented storytelling, the unities continue to influence narrative strategies, emphasizing the importance of structured and focused storytelling in engaging audiences across various forms of art.